Yeah, I mean, I think that the most exciting thing is actually just seeing people again. Just running into you, seeing you is a great example, but so many people we haven't been able to see in person for 2.5 years. Obviously, there's all kinds of technology conversations going on, Kata, OpenStack, Starling X. So all of those usual conversations and talking about what new projects should we start, how can the OpenInfra Foundation help. So there's a lot of great work that we're going to kick off this week, but number one is just seeing people in person. I think one of the things that I kind of emphasized earlier today is that, first of all, we announced the new OpenInfra Foundation a year ago, and obviously that's last year, but we haven't had a summit since then. So kind of fun to just remind people, like, we've got a new foundation, we've got all kinds of new members, we've added 33% more since we started it, so the momentum is really there. But specifically in terms of this week's announcements, we announced that Bloomberg has joined as a gold member and VexHost, and we've just continue to add more and more members. Fairbanks is a great example of all the new ecosystem growth we're seeing and new members. So that's a big part of it. We also announced that we are open to hosting new projects. We have a new model for supporting projects we host. So like I said, I think we'll hear a lot of talks this week about what projects should we start, what companies and people need to work together, and how can the foundation help. So those are some of the announcements we made this week. You know, OpenStack is a part of our mission forever, but some of these newer areas like container security, confidential computing, you know, the members that you see that are driving that really adds to the DNA, adds to the diversity of kind of ideas and expertise. And so I think that sets us up to create even more new projects in the next decade for what is definitely going to be a continued growth trend in infrastructure demand and supply, if you want to look at it that way. Yeah, great question about, you know, what do we see in the next decade and what's the role of the OpenInfra Foundation. And I would say that one of the things we see as a trend that I don't think is going to stop anytime soon is just more complexity in the data center, right? New architectures coming in, and it's for a reason. It's solving new problems, and that's pushing the envelope for efficiency or performance or latency. And that's going to just put new demands on the software. And so the role the foundation is going to play is help create that software, help bring people together to write software together to enable all that hardware. And then just kind of in a related note, I would say the different form factors, where is the software running, where is the infrastructure? We're talking about not just data centers, but edge. And what's the definition of edge? I mean, you include self-driving cars. We're already seeing people talking about that here. Eventually, I mean, actually, even today, there's open source software on Mars, right? So there's space programs, there's some more satellite connectivity. I talked to someone the other day that's talking about creating a swarm of mesh drones to create a mesh network to deploy in areas where, let's say, there's been an earthquake and connectivity's knocked out. So just think about the possibilities are endless. We're going to need more software, more cooperation, and the foundation, I mean, we are here to coordinate and bring together this network of people and companies to do that work, and so that's what we're going to do.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.